Good morning, everyone. How are you doing this beautiful morning? It's a beautiful morning everywhere. Whether you got this glorious sunshine or whether it's hiding behind the clouds. I wanted to stop by, say hi. I continue to enjoy my regular workouts, but I had gotten away from doing my walks. Anyway, my morning walks. Anyway, I just wanted to share a tidbit of advice for you in case you've never heard this before. This is something that I tried several years ago, a few years ago, and it worked like magic. If you or someone you know suffers from insomnia, first of all, let me say that I never, ever had a problem falling asleep a day in my life. I never had insomnia, didn't know what that was like, nothing. But many years ago, actually right after I got a few months after I got my doctorate degree, I started experiencing insomnia. I started having trouble falling asleep. I think it was a combination of, I really pushed myself in those last few months to get it done. I was blessed to be a young doctor. I was determined to become Dr. May by age 30, and God blessed me to be able to do that with support from my family and my boyfriend, who's now my husband and still boyfriend. But right after I got it, for several months, man, I was exhausted. I was exhausted. All I did was sleep. I used to joke that I spent the first 6 months after I got my doctorate in my pajamas recovering. But no matter how much I slept, I didn't seem to feel rested enough. I think I really was just this close to like what they call clinical exhaustion. So after that period of time, then this insomnia kicked in, and like I said, I ain't never had problems sleeping. And when the insomnia started, boy, I tell you, it lasted for really. I struggled with that to be honest, I struggled with it for a number of years, and to varying degrees. And while I prayerfully dealt with whatever could have been causing it, as far as any underlying stress or fears or something, whatever it was, I prayed and talked it through with loved ones and trusted ones, and we're always working on ourselves. So I'm always working on myself to grow and try to take it to the next level. So during that time, I was trying to see what is contributing to this for me, and I think as I peeled away layers and realized I was worrying more than I thought that I was, and all of that, and got more of that under control, and I shouldn't say under control, maybe so much as let a lot of that go. I came across, was it an article? I'm trying to remember. Where did I see it? No, I know it was. I was researching. That's what it was. I was researching. And as a psychologist who's also a college professor, I teach chapters on things having to do with the mind-body connection, and our circadian rhythms, which has to do with our sleep cycle and the way the human body is designed. I teach classes about stuff like that. And so I was familiar with our, circadian rhythms and stuff. But I did some additional research because I'm always wanting to learn, increase my knowledge. And came across information that basically said, it was new to me anyway, basically said that ideally if you can get outside, you all may or may not have seen this. If you can get outside, sun in. Woo, Lord. Okay. Well, I'm outdoors, so we see nature. We see nature at times, and we just need to keep it moving. Yes, you saw that real time. Lord have mercy, real life reaction. Okay, so moving on. Anyway, you may have seen this yourself or read it somewhere, but the first time me seeing this, and basically it said that if you want to reset your circadian rhythms into your natural sleep pattern that our bodies are designed for, ideally you should try to get outside if you can and get morning sun, like between sunrise and I think it's sunrise and 8:30 in the morning. So that's even on days, like I said, even on days when it's cloudy. Even if you can't see the sun, there's just something about being outside where that natural sun is located. So I think, I'm trying to remember, I think that might have been when I started doing my morning walks as a result of reading that. And like I said, I've exercised for years. I enjoy exercising, been doing that since I was a teenager. So exercising wasn't new, and I really enjoy walking. I've walked, done bouts, if you will, of walking in the past and stuff. But I had not ever done walking where I got up and got out. And so I started doing that. I made a point of getting up and getting out and making sure I get outside, get my face out there and breathing that fresh air and getting that sunshine or cloudiness, whatever, but getting that natural daylight by 8:30 in the morning. And do you know that it worked like magic? I mean, magic, okay? You can't see my eyes, can you? Probably not. It worked like magic. So, hi, here I am. It worked like magic. It really did. It worked like magic, and golly, I almost want to say just the first or second time for me. And that was the beginning of the end of me, struggling with insomnia. I was so thankful. I started falling asleep better, easier, staying asleep. Because in case you didn't know, insomnia is not just not being able to fall asleep, but it's also waking up, in the middle of the night for apparently no reason, seemingly no reason. Not being able to stay asleep is part of insomnia too. But I started sleeping through the night, getting that rest. It made a world of difference. And I have never struggled with insomnia since, as far as any period of time. So every once in a blue moon, I may have a little trouble falling asleep once in a while. And child, if I remember my go-to remedy of getting that morning before 8:30 sunshine, get out and walk a little bit, and even if I could just step on a porch, it man, fixes it again, right back again, snaps me right back to being able to fall asleep easily. So I just wanted to share that with you today. Obviously, other things you want to look at if you're having any trouble sleeping. You want to look at your overall health. You want to look at your mental health. Are you suffering from anxiety or feeling depressed? If there are other things going on, you definitely, of course, want to attend to those things. And we know that regular exercise, outdoor exercise is like the best. But indoor exercise, any regular physical activity definitely helps you with falling asleep at night. Just make sure you don't do super vigorous exercise too close to bedtime, like within 2 hours of bedtime. Certainly you can do gentle stretches and yoga type stretches and exercise right before bedtime. But other than those things, you want to look at all those things also, and what you're eating and everything in terms of insomnia. But In case you didn't know, you can add this to your toolbox, your arsenal, if you are having any trouble with insomnia. If you know of anyone who is, and maybe you're not, but at some point you might have some period of time, something may come up in your life. Consider this. Keep this in mind. You want to get outside, and let me just end by saying this too, that of course, even if you're not suffering from insomnia, it's just generally a healthy thing to get outside and get morning sun, get that morning fresh air, even if it's just for a few minutes before breakfast, if you can. Before or after, it doesn't have to be before breakfast, but first thing, get out there. And even on cloudy days, even on rainy days, I'd step out, take my umbrella, get out there for a few minutes. Anyway, God bless, take care, love you all. My wrinkled AKA hat. Coming up on my 1-year anniversary of being an Alpha Kappa Alpha. Shout out to my sorors and to everyone else. Thank you to all of you who are newly subscribed. Mwah! Thank you to those of you who have been with me and stick with me. Mwah! And I'll continue to bring positive content to you. Take care and God bless.